Hello and welcome to Blackness and Dragons to everybody except for Lutelius Holmes Jr. If you're watching TJ, turn this shit off because it ain't for you. Hi, we are a D&D 5e real play stream. I'm A. Jordan Lambert. I'm the game master. My pronouns are she, her. I play games here on QueueTimes and at Exquisite Corp Presents, and I also talk about pop culture at Smells Like Teen Angst. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You know who's got a great story? DK.
Well, child, not in real life. Hi, hello, I'm DK, and today I'm dressed like a lesbian. Mostly because sometimes I play one on TV. Today I'll be playing Perdition Argent, who is also a lesbian on TV and in her real life. You know what? Kiki, save me.
Hi, I'm Kiki. Today, I'm a Spice Girl. I'm somewhere between like cayenne and chai, I think. I also have a sinus infection. Take it away, Jeff.
Hey guys, it's me, Jeff. Hope you're super pumped because I'm going to be doing this week's Black History quote of the week. It's been a crazy work week, and sometimes after a crazy work week. Wait, sorry, is it only Tuesday? Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh god. You know who isn't stressed about work? Moses. Hey guys, it's me, Moses. If you want to find me, well, first of all, my pronouns are he, him. And if you want to find me, don't, because I'm not on the internet. Back to you, Jordan.
That was a great Moses. I was hoping that one of us was going to do that, and you delivered. Thanks, Jeff. You want to take us right into the Black History quote?
Yes, this one comes from Herschel Walker. Wow, I get to do all my impersonations today. So, I don't want to be a werewolf no more. I want to be, I said werewolf. I want to be a vampire no more, because vampires, I used to think growing up, you see them on TV, you see all the Blade movies, you see them, vampires are tough, vampires are black, strong, handsome, right? I want to be that. But then I see this movie, and the vampires, they're a joke. People showing them mirrors, the vampires like, I can't see myself. Garlic, steaks, everything like that. Now, I like a good steak on the garlic, right? I like it flavored. You got to salt it, because some people, they just cook it. You know, they put it in the microwave, whatever, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, make the steak. But I'm saying that in the past now, you can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. Everybody, the cat calls, everything like that. So I'm watching the movie, and the werewolves is winning, right? It's 3 werewolves, 10,000 vampires, and I'm not going to be a vampire if the vampire's losing. So that's why you got to get out there. You got to vote. You got to take care of it. Our children are in danger. You got to just make sure, you got to make America, So vote for me. Herschel Walker, circa 2022.
And our friend Don did just tell us in chat that it's literally breaking news that Warnock won the runoff. Thank God. I was going to end that bit with love and prayers to our friends in Georgia that Warnock would win, but apparently he did. So glad for our siblings in Georgia, because wow.
Good for them. I'm going to congratulate some
Well, anybody want to do a recap of last week for inspiration?
I'm going to take a minute because I think I may have pierced a lung with... I think I broke something. It's going to take a sec.
You laugh so hard, it's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What do we do?
Do we fight?
We went to the vampire club.
Go ahead, Kiki.
Okay. So the Kang, and I'm tired of this guy. I'm just going to say it. He sent his message and he was like, hey, there's a club. Do you guys want to check it out? I got you like a table, whatever. So we all throw on looks. We go. And it is like disrespectfully sus in there. And some guy tried to fight Moses, like Batty, for doing nothing. Like he's just trying to sip his drink and he spills like a little bit of drink on this guy and this guy lost his mind. So we had no other choice but to put him in his place. So yeah, I created like this beautiful woodland disco ball just to like create the ambiance, like the ambiance in the club. Plus, I don't like anybody interfering with like my World Star vibes. Like I'm gonna get the exclusive. So I'm just drinking my Dom P, watching Perdition like fuck homeboy up, and then like literally like they're like burning his booty, and then burning the gooch, and then slapping him around at the same time, and then choking him, and then eventually he just explodes, and that's not our fault. If you want the smoke, you can get it. These hands don't discriminate against the righteous, even our own kind. And yeah, so that happened. And then, we was like, well, we should get out of here. And then apparently that was like the owner / master of the club. So now we inherited a club. We just got so many businesses. Got the night clinic. Got entrepreneurial vampire shit.
Entrepreneurial vampire shit. That's our next sticker.
Entreprenegros.
Thank you.
And that's what happened.
Jason says that he loves it when Kiki does the recaps. And so do I.
Jason's right.
Take that inspiration, Kiki. So before we get directly into this week's session, I do just want to say that our poll has closed. And unfortunately, 69% of the voters agreed with y'all. Nice. And they do think that gooch is the worst word. Nice. Yeah. I'm upset, but I'll deal with it. So that's where we wrapped up last time. You guys came back from the club after you turned up. You found out that you own the club, and then you laid down for a nice daytime rest. It is now the following evening. You've all gotten up and started to make your way about the manor, and you've got an issue to settle with the king, I think. So I'm assuming there's probably a family meeting, roommate meeting in the living room.
Yep.
And Batty is mysteriously missing from this meeting. You guys haven't seen him since you all started walking around. His copy of Hamlet is also mysteriously not to be found. But you still got some business to handle.
Well, last night was pretty sus.
I had a fun time. So thank you. I wish Mr. Batty were here so I can also thank him, but I will save this thanks and transfer it to him. Put it in a little box for later.
See, I think this is one too many instances where the Kang has been inviting us to places that seem to be riddled with trouble. And we keep going.
He acts like we work for him.
I really think he's not afraid of us.
Well, the obvious solution is to do something about that.
Mm-hmm.
You think we should give him a visit? Like, let's just pull up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he never comes to see us, does he? He just sends a letter. He sends a footman. I don't think he's expecting us to come visit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like an uninvited guest, right?
Shall we wait for Batty or just go and wait for him to catch up?
I'm trying so hard not to be like a negative guy. But is it possible that this Kang, who has been manipulating us into doing his bidding, may assume that, we would eventually come to him? So actually this could be a trap that we're walking into? I don't know.
I don't think that's negative. I think it's smart.
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
I mean, but Dish, why are you just building weapons? And I mean, Doctor, why do you have this amass amount of knowledge if we're not going to go try to share it with those who send us into the BS?
Don't get me wrong. I would love to shoot King. I'm totally fine with that.
And just again, me being negative, that's a bit of a straw man argument because my knowledge is for saving lives. So, gonna try. Last night was fun. Not gonna say that it wasn't. I had a nice time. Got to undo my tie a little bit, let my hair down. But maybe we could just try doing it my way and not doing killing. I don't know. Is that crazy?
Not as a first resort, but I'm not going to be bandied about and ordered around by a mortal.
No bandying. Definitely agree. I'm glad that we're on the same page. First resort, let's talk to him. Second resort, maybe we continue try talking to him. Maybe as a fifth resort, if we need to, we can do regicide.
I think that's fair.
Okay, that's all I ask. And as Batty would say, "Hey, let's kill a king."
You're so right. He would say that. All right. Well, let's go talk.
Just a little regicide as a treat, as Jason said in chat. Are we taking the G-Wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything special that you would like to bring with you?
Yeah. Just check my inventory. I don't want to leave anything.
I'm not going to take anything in particular, but I will be giving a motivational speech. Something to the effect of, remember, there are many ways to solve conflicts. You can talk about it. You can express your feelings using I sentences. You can try to understand things from their perspective. Take a second to walk a mile in their shoes. So everybody gets 5 temporary hit points and advantage on attacks if they are attacked. And then they lose that advantage if they lose those 5 hit points.
Okay.
All right. I like that.
I am going to bring one thing. I'm going to bring a new dagger that I've been working on. It's currently sheathed, and I am literally just going to tuck it into my boot just in case. But it is wrapped in like a sort of a black sheath with like a pale yellow ribbon around it, and the Argent family seal is burnt into the sheath. So that guy's coming with me. Plus all my usual weapons.
All your usual weapons. And then Kiki, you just brought your regular inventory, correct?
Yeah, I'm wearing my regular inventory and I'm actually wearing my armor.
Hey!
You know, she doesn't always come out, but sometimes the girl needs a little extra support, you know.
Alien superstar out here. And fiance, you all pile into the G-Wagon. Igor gets ready to pull the G-Wagon, and we hear his lovely tunes. All the single ladies. Now put Igor hand up. The trip to the castle goes on without any kind of disruption or anything crazy happening. You pull up to the gates, and immediately one of the guards at the gate stops you and says, "Hey, state your business."
Hi. You gotta remember us, right?
This does look familiar.
You know, we were just around town and thought we'd pop in and say hey to our good pal the king, you know, and maybe just maybe talk to him about you know, some secret things we might have for him. personal between us and the royal business type of stuff.
Secrets? What do you mean secrets?
If I told you, they wouldn't be a secret, would they?
And he turns to talk to the other guard. Can you roll persuasion for me, Beulah?
Yup. Because my persuasion has like a good modifier.
Oh yeah.
God, math. 9 plus 9 is 18. A modified 28.
On a modified 28, they don't even turn to back to talk to you or anything. They just open the gates.
See you guys later.
And Igor pulls you guys in. To the left, everything you own in the box to the left, in the closet. That's my stuff. If I bought it, inward, please don't touch. And Igor parks the car.
Wonderful as always, Igor. Thank you for parking on the left, by the way. I like the vocal cue.
Mhm.
Igor has learned cleverness from you all.
Appreciate it, Igor.
And the castle doors open up for you immediately. You guys all walk in. And you hear some flapping behind you, like the flapping of wings, right before you enter the throne room.
I cast banishment on the flapping.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Batty, would you like to respond to that?
I just say I cast banishment on the flapping, but I don't actually cast it.
Your draft. Still Jeff.
Batty can't talk
Batty can't talk.
because he's been banished.
Oh no!
Fighting that banishment.
It didn't work on his physical form, it worked on his voice.
No, man, it was just a joke. No, it's just I was just trying to do a joke. No, man. No, I didn't even.
For anybody who's going to be listening to the podcast version of this, this is not going to translate. But if you're watching it right now, great acting happening.
Well, he's here, so I suppose it's fine.
And as you are all looking at each other, trying to figure out exactly what to do, the double doors to the throne room open. And you see the king is there with some of his advisors. And he immediately says, "Oh, are those my friends? I love a surprise visit."
Hello, Your Majesty. We were in the area and we thought we'd stop by.
Welcome, come in. And you guys see that there's a large table spread out, and there are lots of documents on the tables. It looks like they're very much in the middle of doing like war room type preparation. Does anybody want to roll perception?
Yes.
Take it away.
I don't know why I was possessed by the devil just then, but yes.
Hey, it happens.
No, my die.
20. I had to use an inspiration.
Mine is a modified 23.
21.
Okay, so with all those 20s, you guys can see the documents that are on the table. And it's very disturbing. It's kind of like when people zoomed in on that Balenciaga ad. Because y'all see things that say like population control and like the number of people that live in Matricon and the list of monsters that he owns and like what the monsters feed on. And it's not giving you good vibes.
I cast Zone of Truth. So I believe that if anyone wants to lie, they have to pass a charisma save. That seems like how that spell works.
Well, Looks like you've been busy, Kang.
Oh, you know how it is running a kingdom. Lots of things to do and people to see and babies to shake and hands to kiss, or maybe the other way around.
Lots of letters to send.
Crazy, because it looks kind of like you're planning a war. Like, are you going after someone?
Should we be worried?
Should you be worried?
For the country, I mean.
No, I am taking the proper care of the country.
Well, I know I will sleep easier tonight with that knowledge in hand.
Tonight or today? Ha 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 ha! Get it? It's a joke because you. Yes, yeah, yeah, you get it.
We sleep during the day.
So does that mean you aren't planning a war?
Define war.
You know, like fighting.
No.
Or using other creatures to fight other creatures?
Extended conflict, perhaps.
Something that might result in the genocide of many, many people.
Maybe. Genocide's a strong word. I don't like that word. Let's call it something else.
Most people don't like the word.
I like it. Aside from the meaning, the word by itself, I think it's just a beautiful word.
Well,
I don't like
certainly.
genocide. Yeah, it's just like, it's got a j and a no. So it's got boundaries and a side. Like, there are lots of like things that are fun on the side, like French fries, or some people have like a side chick or side fellow. So like side things can be fun. Genocide.
Are
But
you
the
trying
meaning
to
of the
PR
word-
spin genocide right now?
No. I just think that the word is nice. The thing is bad. Objectively bad.
Fair enough. See? There you are, Your Majesty. The thing is objectively bad.
But let's just say that if you ran a kingdom and it was out of money because you kept buying monsters, you'd have to do something about feeding the population.
Perhaps stop buying monsters.
But why would I do that?
Because the kingdom is apparently starving. Do you see how one leads to the other?
That just means that we need to feed fewer people.
No.
And I just want to clarify again that I'm not saying that genocide is a good thing. But if you didn't know what the word meant and you heard it, you'd be like,
It's
"That must be
manipulative.
nice." Okay, I'm glad that.
Crazy thought. Maybe you kind of just free some of these monsters. They can get back to their life and taking care of themselves. Cost effect might come down, and maybe people can live.
But what happens to my collection then?
Well,
It
let's
gets a little more
think.
limited edition,
Exactly. How many monsters do you have?
Let's see. And he doesn't lie on this one. Let's just say more than a dozen, but less than 1,000.
That's quite a range. You do have quite the collection. Well, I mean, not to say that your collection's not important, and I'm sure very impressive, but there is something to be said for refinding the excitement of starting your collection over again. You've already collected all the things. If you start from scratch, it's a new challenge, and now you're better at it.
I'm going to try and add to what she's saying and aggressively roll perception on this, or persuasion on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 21 from Jeff. Yeah, that's really good point. And King, if I'm not mistaken, like this kingdom is yours, right?
Yes.
All the lands within it are yours?
Yes.
I look out a window. So everything the light touches is yours.
That sounds familiar.
What about that shadowy place over there?
Oh, we don't go there.
Okay, so everything that the light usually touches is yours. So why do you keep everything just in one place? If I have 20 rooms in a house, I don't keep all my stuff in one room.
But you do keep all the books in one room and the spoons in one chair. And yes, I said the spoons in one chair. And you keep all the clothes in one closet. Yes.
Actually, in our house, we have clothes in multiple closets. Batty reads Hamlet. Sometimes there are books in the kitchen and chairs in the spoons. I'm just saying, you're kind of, and I would never criticize your majesty, but aren't you limiting yourself by not like having like fun places to go? Wouldn't it be so cool to see an owl bear and have like a fun little day trip to see them instead of just going downstairs? I mean, don't you want to get your steps in?
But I love downstairs.
King, how much daily exercise are you getting?
Okay, here's a thought. I let you drain as many villages as you like, and you don't tell them that I'm not a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm not very comfortable with lying, but maybe just another thought. Maybe you just try to practice kindness and we don't kill any villagers who don't deserve it.
And as he stands there thinking about it, you look around and you notice that all of the other advisors that were in the room have left. And it's literally just you guys and the king there now.
I shunt one of my rings off my finger and bend down to pick it up. And as I do, I'm going to start drawing the knife out of my boot. Not all the way, not visible, but I'm going to go for it.
Roll hidden thing. Sleight of hand. Ha! I know how this game works.
Roll hidden figures. Become
14.
a NASA scientist.
What you get?
14.
Oh, because you don't have a modifier to that. Damn, that's just a straight 14.
Yep.
That's good. He looks at you for a second, but he doesn't really notice because he's kind of really into himself.
Batty.
Yeah, yes, you there. Did Batty just throw a brick at the king's face?
I think cup from the
Batty throws his metal cup that he kept from the club. It it hits the king in the face, and the king immediately, what in my castle? And he whistles like you guys know what whistling sounds like. I can't do it, but that kind of whistle. And
the gym coach whistle.
Yeah, the gym coach whistle. And a door on the side of the throne room opens, and through that door walk a flesh golem, a minotaur, and a beholder.
What?
Well, the beholder floats because it's a beholder. And we're now in combat. So, Beulah, you get the first roll in combat.
Oh, shit. Well.
So, Flesh Golem is like a Frankenstein. Minotaur is a Minotaur. And then a beholder is like a one-eyed octopus man that floats. Is the best way I can describe a beholder for no one that's ever never seen it.
Yep. I wonder if my communication would work on the beholder.
Technically it's not an animal, but I kind of like where you're going with this, so let's just make it happen.
All right. So, are you okay, man? Are you safe? We're trying to help you.
And the zone of truth is still active, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Oh, and the beholder is like, nah, man, it sucks here.
Well, let us get you out. You look kind of gully, like you trying to fight, because we don't want that smoke.
Hey, but the king feeds me if I fight for him, though.
Well, what do you eat, my guy?
I can't find this. I'm trying to scroll through this sheet super fast and I can't find it. So guess what? I'm going to make it up. Yo, I like me a good fried chicken.
Look, we got plenty of that back at the crib. You should be on our side. We should take this man down.
I mean, something in this room is making me feel like telling the truth right now, and I kind of agree. Y'all should take this man down. He keep us in that greenhouse back there, and it's not comfortable. It's hot. Yeah, he feeds us, but like sometimes a beholder just wants to go out for a float. I can't float.
That's what I'm talking about. So why don't you team up with us? And let's give our homeboy a good smack so we can get the heck out of here.
I'm going to regret doing this because your modifier is a +9, but roll persuasion.
Please, Lord.
Mhm.
14 plus 9. I don't know how to do math.
23. Yeah, the beholder is now on your side. And Murphy Pop Art, one of my favorite chat members, has said, unionize the monsters.
Unionize the monsters.
Unionize.
We organizing.
All right, that was The Chickens Are Organized. Chicken Run, anybody? One of my favorite movies ever.
Chicken Run.
Mr. Tweety. Can we do a Chicken Run season?
Hell yeah.
Or like a one-shot?
Absolutely.
A Chicken Run one-shot, and then we'll do the actual season after that.
Yes.
All right. Beulah, that was your turn. Dish, you're next.
I am going to unsheath the dagger, and you can now see that the blade is made out of glass. It's just a pane of glass that's been carved out. Prick my finger on the top of it so that I can cast my blood maledict. And I am... Yeah, from where I am, I'm just going to look at the king and say, by the way, we don't work for you. I've never worked for you. And we may be monsters, but we don't keep anyone in chains or locked up at our home. So, and I am going to cast my Blood Curse of Binding. He has to make a DC 14 strength save, or his speed is reduced to 0, and he can't take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Anybody want to guess what that face means?
It means he rolled lower than 14. He's just going to stand there and get his ass beat.
He crit failed, y'all. He rolled a 1. Woo! All right. So the king is going to stand there and get his ass beat. Batty, it is your turn.
Am I on Jeff now?
Yes!
Yes!
Because I can hear my flaps, I'm going to turn to Dr. Kevin Smith. Hey, boy. You can clutch these hands afterwards?
What did I do? I'm so sorry.
You knocked me out.
I didn't mean. I thought I was
that's half my
I was
thing.
just doing like a funny bit. I'm literally so sorry.
What's funny about silencing the only minority
No, I didn't
here?
even realize.
I was
Like I
the
was
other idiot.
trying to do a joke spell.
There's nothing funny about me muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just
Oh, I'm so
silencing
sorry.
out
That's the
everybody
N-word.
over
I'm so
there.
sorry.
What kind of bullshit is that?
I said
I
I'm
stood
sorry.
up for you.
I stood
Put
up
that
for you.
mess.
That's going to be my turn.
So the flesh golem is up next. That is a Frankenstein. He doesn't understand any of what just happened. And he is going to shoot. Oh, basically all he's got is like a multi-slam attack. So he's gonna try and multi-slam attack Dr. Kevin Smith.
Why?
Oh, and I believe an 18 hits, right?
It does hit. Why? Did you kill me?
No, he's only gonna do 6 damage. That's it.
Oh.
So he like slaps you twice, like open-handed slaps twice.
3 slaps.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that happens. Now it is the Minotaur's turn, and he actually is going to look at Beulah, and he's just grunting, but you can tell he wants to communicate, and his whole turn is just going to be trying to grunt at Beulah.
I mean, a Minotaur, like, can't I like half understand him?
Yeah, like he's speaking very broken, the world's most broken English. But you recognize the word unionize? Question mark.
Look, join our side. Cross the line. We can help you.
And he's still he's not quite convinced, but maybe you'll get him on your side. Next up is actually the Beholder, and now that he is on your side and the king is immobilized, he's going to let's see, the king is completely immobilized. A lot of the Beholder's actions won't necessarily work since he's already immobilized. So he's literally just gonna bite him.
That sounds so bad.
And that he rolled hard enough to hit. So that's 4d6 for a total of 9. All right. So the king is now down 9 hit points because the Beholder just bit him. And it's now your turn, Dr. Smith.
I say to the flesh golem, consider joining a union. We're only as strong as the strength of our membership. And then I cast banishment, like for real. I'm going to use my inspiration because I didn't like that. Does a I don't even have to roll for it. I undo my inspiration.
Okay.
They have to roll against my a charisma saving throw, or be banished.
Oh, what'd you roll?
It's just against my DC of 15.
Oof, it was a 10.
Yes, join your union. Also,
And
if you're from a different plane than this, then like you stay banished forever. Just so you know.
And the golem flies out of a window. We have no clue where he actually ends up, but he has been banished from the throne room. He's gone now. So it's literally just an immobilized king with hit points already taken out of him and a confused Minotaur that's happening right now. Beulah, you're up.
And I cast spiritual weapon as a bonus weapon. So there's a flying dildo or something. Just whatever weapon you think is best. I didn't decide on a weapon. I'm so sorry. You passed my turn. I panicked.
I've talked about dildos way too much this evening, just for reference.
It's a knife. I don't know.
On one end.
On one end.
Yeah.
And it is going to be Beulah's turn up next, but I need a 2-minute break really quick, guys.
Okay.
All right. Hey, we're back. Thank you so much, guys. Technical difficulties. I needed a second. Beulah, it is your turn. We have banished a golem and also told it to join a union before banishing it. We've convinced the beholder to come over to your side, and now there's a confused minotaur.
Because the Minotaur is confused and I can't quite communicate with him, I want to conjure woodland beings and see if I can get some fae to just pop in and help a girl out. You know?
What kind of... Yes, I'll allow it. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of animals would like be around bulls in the wild. But are wild bulls a thing?
I mean, fairies are around everything, though.
Oh, so you specifically want fairies?
Mm-hmm.
The way that spell is written, I don't
know.
think.
I mean, it could be a dog. What about like a dog? Like a
like a prairie dog,
right? Yeah,
like a cattle dog. Yes. You can. How many cattle dogs would you like to conjure?
2.
All right, you got 2 cattle dogs.
All right, so I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm just kidding. Look, we need to unionize, and I need you guys to be on my side. I've called you here because I don't want to fight. I just want to win. And the way we do that is by freeing the people. And I mean freeing the monster people. So I need you guys to tell these people that we're here for them. We're here to fight for them. And they need to join us.
All right. Give me a charisma roll really quick.
I was just trying to stick to my persuasion. How dare you?
We've been playing together too long. I know what you're up to.
I know. Actually, that was pretty good. 18 plus 3 is 21.
All right. So the 2 cattle dogs run up to the Minotaur and they and the Minotaur and they're groaning and there's a lot of back and forth. And the Minotaur and the cattle dogs walk away.
Oh.
And so now it is y'all and the immobilized king. Dish?
Important question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I reasonably, and if I need to make a check for this, I would love to do that. Would I have a reasonable idea of like where the vast majority of these monsters are kept in this castle?
Yes, you guys visited the menagerie. I wanted to say green room.
Okay. And both prairie dogs went with the Minotaur?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, yeah, this sounds fun. In that case, Dish gets up close within range of the king, and kind of just circles around him.
Mm-hmm.
And ideally, his eyes can move, but nothing of the rest of him can. And kind of just starts drawing wisps of shadow out from around him, and is going to animate his shadow. So he has to make a wisdom save or he's going to get his ass beat by his shadow while all of this is happening.
Does 17 work?
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
He saves.
And he looks at you and he's like, ooh, tricky. I like this. We can use that in the future.
That's what you think.
Batty, you're up.
I haven't ceased my conversation with Dr. Kevin Smith this entire time. But I'm going to do stuff while I'm arguing. So I imagine argument's still going on. I go back to pick up my cup, which I assume after I threw it at him, landed somewhere nearby. He's immobile, right? Because he's so gluttonous. So I'm going to reach for my cup. And you really going to like subdue me? That's literally the only thing I get to do. You've
Literally
learned,
the most sorry.
but sorry ain't gonna cut it. This was been.
I
I was silent. Do you know what it's like to live in silence?
literally could not imagine, and I do not know what it's like to be you, but I'm trying to empathize. I'm trying to hold space for you.
No, man. We gotta have some tit for tat, an eye for an eye, a flap for a flap. And I'm gonna throw the cup again at his face, the king's face.
I love the idea that you went back to get it so that you could throw it at him again.
Give me an attack roll.
$15.
15 hits. Give me some damage. Watch you do like a 20 damage throwing this cup at his face.
9.
9 works.
Cool.
And so now it is the Minotaur's turn. And you guys do hear the sound of hooves behind you, and the scurrying of cattle dogs. And the closer you listen, there's more and more sound behind them. When the sound gets closer and closer to you, you realize that the Minotaur and the cattle dogs have returned with an army of monsters. And the Minotaur looks at Beulah and says, "Union?" You're jaffed, Beulah.
Welcome. Welcome. I am so pleased to see you guys rising up together and to create this line against the insufferable injustice you've been facing, being trapped by the king. I say we rise up and smack a bitch in the mouth. Who's with me?
And as many of the monsters can speak, that can speak common, they go, "Rise up and smack a bitch in the mouth."
That'd be a sick cup. No lie.
You know you're old when your shoulder pads just. I was like, what the fuck was that?
You're laughing, but mine does that all the time. It's just got a regular, like, just a natural click in it at this point.
Mhm.
It's just what
Oh,
happens.
the weather's changing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is.
Cold front's coming in. Mhm.
I can't even cheer.
Okay. So there is an army of monsters who have mobilized to create a union because they've been treated so unfairly by the king, and an immobilized king. And it would now be Dish's turn. Oh, I lied. I'm so sorry. It would actually be Dr. Kevin Smith's turn because that was the Minotaur.
So I'm keeping the flesh golem banished, and I'm going to take my knife, which may have another end to it, and tell it to smack the king for 7 damage. And I'm just gonna go, guys, huh?
You
Yeah,
just
little-
left the king? Okay.
No, I think I stabbed him with my knife. I think it's only a knife. But we're
Okay,
not sure.
just the knife end. Okay, cool.
But and then also I'm like talking to Moses or Batty. I'm like, I'm literally so sorry. I'm like here for you and I'm listening.
I thought we like grew as a group, and I thought we were understanding.
Totally did. We
And then,
totally
like,
did.
2 steps
And
forward, it's like
and
backflips back, man. Like what?
but
the
like
fuck?
on the group thing, isn't it great that we talked about the issue before we resorted to violence? So it feels like we all did learn inflict wounds, and I cast inflict wounds as a 3rd level spell. Oh, I have to roll for it. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And that's going to be 7, 14, 19, 24, 31 damage.
Total.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 31 plus the 7 from before, so that's 38 damage.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
I'm like, Batty, I'm literally, what can I do to make amends?
My goof, you gotta pay what you owe, man. You just gotta pay what you owe.
We're back to the top of the combat round. Beulah, it is your turn. The king is.
No, you skipped me this time.
I did? Jesus!
Yeah.
I thought you were after I thought you were after Beulah.
What? Yeah, no, sorry. I'm thinking of the Minotaur's turn.
Yeah, it was Minotaur's turn. He came back with a union, not an army. He came back with a union. There's a difference. And then it was Dr. Smith's turn, and now we're at Beulah.
What beast rolled up in here?
There's a shambling mound, there's a minotaur, there's a beholder. You got how many kind of crazy animals did I say this guy had in his thing? I didn't actually go back and listen to the first episode, so some of it I've lost.
You said more than a dozen, less than 1,000.
Yeah, more than a dozen, less than 1,000. Lots of animals.
So probably like sphinxes and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, sphinxes. There's all kinds of weird D&D shit. You name it.
Did old dude from last episode?
Owlbear?
Yes, owlbears for sure.
Okay, I want to cast Dominate Beast, and let me see. Okay, and I want to use the owlbear to attack the king.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a chance to do a wisdom saving throw to prevent this beast from absolutely eating his ass.
Does an 11 work?
No, it had to be a 13.
Damn. All right.
So describe it.
Yeah, describe what happens.
I look at the owlbear and I communicate with him telepathically. I cast Dominate Beast and I send him across the room to go eat the king. He goes and then stomps away and eats him in one bite.
And after this happens, the Minotaur looks at his fellow monsters, and then he looks at the four of you, and he gets down on one knee and he bows. And then the other monsters who are physically able to, some of them won't be able to, they also bow to the four of you. And the king's guards run in, and they're very confused, but they see all the monsters bowing to you, and one of them like starts to unsheath his sword, but the Minotaur has an axe, and he kind of like brandishes his axe, and he just says, "Union!" at the king's guard. And the king's guard shuts the fuck up. What do you guys do?
Well, guess we won't be doing any more tasks for this guy anymore. So who wants to run a kingdom? Hey.
Wait, I think there's somebody who should join us, and I bring the flesh golem back. I do one of these things. You ready to join a union?
Union.
Wow, I feel like Michelle.
Jordan, the flesh golem, after like having been in captivity, how does he look? Just out of curiosity, like not the banishment, but just generally in captivity.
Yeah, he's a little worse for wear.
I would like to just walk up to him while this is happening, and I would like to take these, like the cufflinks off of my sleeves and attach them to, or I assume there are bolts in his neck because it's a Frankenstein, and attach them to the bolts of his neck and just give him a little jolt of electricity to make him feel a little better.
That jolt hits him so hard that he like for real wakes up, and he looks like if Shamar Moore was a Frankenstein.
Woo! Well, okay.
That's it. I just wanted my man to feel better.
Yeah.
He went on a journey.
He did.
Is the king's body there?
No, he got eaten by the owlbear in one bite.
I'm going to wait by the owl bear. Maybe put my hands up against its belly. Like, oh, hold on a second. And I'm gonna see if I can feel where the king's body is in his stomach. If I'll roll whatever you want me to, but if I'm able to, I would like to push like his wallet out of
You know what?
the mouth.
I'm just gonna let you have that one. Go
The
ahead.
owlbear's gonna throw it up in the.
Yeah.
Like,
The outbear throws up his wallet.
I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna thumb through this guy's photos. I'm gonna look at one that looks like, hey, is this the guy we looking for? And I'm gonna turn it around. And it's gonna be the photo of, I'm assuming, the king's firstborn.
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all seen this this little goof here? I'm gonna look at the monster's mask.
The Minotaur points up, which means upstairs.
Dr. Kevin Smith, I think there's a way we could squash this whole thing.
Okay, I'll be right with you. I go to the owlbear and cast Speak with Dead to talk to the king's remains.
Go for it.
So what's about to happen to your son? I honestly do not know, but I just want you to know it's not because I personally hold any ill will towards you. And I'm very sorry that we had to find a solution to our conflict with violence. And I end the spell.
And I'm assuming you go upstairs.
Hey, hurry your ass up.
Just give me a D20 roll.
Both of us?
No, just you.
No, I'm gonna use an inspiration. 17.
On a 17, as you're walking up the stairs, the king's firstborn has heard all of this noise and is walking downstairs. You knock him out very easily and drag him back downstairs.
Sorry. Like up through each step. Thunk.
Yeah.
Got a firstborn.
My man. All right, put that goof right here.
Okay.
All right. Look, I know I've been a little weird the past few weeks, but I mean, you gotta realize I've been a bat for like 25 years, but I had a suspicion, and I think this is gonna help me out. I apologize if this is gonna be crass. Some in the audience might find it a little disgusting. It also might be illegal, but bear with me. I'm gonna turn around. And then I'm going to jump into the body of the kid. Just like make an incision, jump into his body, and then try to like use my bat wings to shove into his arms, pushing his bones out of other parts of his skin. I'm going to wear him as if he was my human avatar.
And as you start to do this, like a bright light overtakes the throne room. It's like that part in Beauty and the Beast when all the at the very end, when they start turning back human again, and the body spins around and it like comes up off the ground, and there's just bright, blinding light, and there's music that comes out of nowhere, and there's like a chorus of angels, and the light starts to dim, and the body lands back on the ground, and you sit up, and you are in a human form.
My word. Oh. It's good to
Well,
have a
how's it
penis
feel?
again. It is so good to have a penis again. You have no idea.
Was that
Is
your
there a-
primary concern?
Is there a bathroom? I really have to go.
And one of the guards is like, bruh, I think you could have done that in bat form.
I think he wants to do it as a human man. I think that's sort of the appeal.
Just use the guard shoes.
Oh, sir, take your shoes off. Give it to me. Give it to me now.
He does. The Minotaur is still wielding his bad lax.
Totally worth it.
Just to be clear, I cast Bless so that he wouldn't miss when he peed in the shoe. So
Good job. Good job. And on that, our afternoon in the castle fades to black. When the screen comes back up, there's a subtitle across the bottom that says 1 year later. And we enter the confession cam for everyone a year after the events of what just transpired. Dish, what are you up to a year later?
Well, a year later, I'm apparently some kind of queen or something. I don't know. I don't really go to the throne room. I'm working on a very exciting new project with the Minotaur and some of the monsters that are capable of speech to try and create a universal language so that they can all communicate more cohesively. Aside from that, I keep an eye on the perimeters, and I try to catch a play with Batty every now and then.
Batty?
I've become somewhat of a play critic and have started a small improv troupe with my buddy Beulah and Dr. Kevin Smith. But I do catch plays all the time. And working on my rap rebirth of Hamlet called Ham Yo. Ham these balls. I don't know. It's a work in progress.
He's still workshopping the title. Beulah?
My beautification project has been going pretty well. With using my powers, I've been able to kind of repopulate a lot of the fields amongst the kingdom. And, people are getting thick again. And healthy humans are tasty humans. So things have been all good in the hood. Not to mention having all these, different type of animals kicking it, has made animal care very easy. I mean, this palace life suits me.
Dr. Smith?
So weirdly enough, even though I tend to try to be a pacifist, I was put in charge of the army. So I'm the first doctor who's also a general. So I have taken the name Surgeon General. And I've been telling everybody about this new miracle leaf that you can dry and light on fire, and it really makes the stress go away. Try it out. It's called tobacco. It's pretty solid, and there's nothing bad about it. Doctor recommended. Tell everybody that the Surgeon General told you to smoke a pack a day to keep me away. But if you're under 18, don't do it.
And the Kingdom of Matricon has found a new unionized piece. They live by the motto, rise up and smack a bitch. And the very last thing we see before the camera goes completely dark is a shot of Demetra Scrub Manor, where we first met our intrepid heroes. And it zooms in on one of the windows. And on the inside, you see Igor in a white button-down shirt with sunglasses on and socks sliding across the room. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been our Vampire Season 6 of Blackness and Dragons.
I'm so happy for Igor.
Mm-hmm. Finally got some peace and quiet in that damn house.
Right? Just doing the risky business all day long. I'm A. Jordan Lambert. I am the DM here at Blackness and Dragons. We've been doing this for nearly 2 years, and it is the best thing that's happened in the last 2 years, to be completely honest. I love it so much. I love hanging out and playing games with these fine folks. I love that y'all watch with us and joke and laugh and just let us be silly, because after all, D&D is a game and it should be a lot of fun. This is our last episode, so we're going to go on break for a while. We will be back hopefully in February for our anniversary. We already have an idea It's from a tweet, but it's really going to do good things for us, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And if y'all have anything you want to see, just hit us up on Twitter. I'm always on there. I'll check it out. Maybe I'll run some more polls about slang, and you guys can disagree with me, because I'm telling you, gooch is the preferred word.
It's not.
You know who has a lot of preferred words? DK.
I do. I prefer so many words. I love them so much. They're incredible. I'm DK, and also sometimes Perdition Argent, and you can find me at AbbaDarlings on Twitter. But anytime the show is happening, you can find me here. Blackness and Dragons is, where I started out, and almost 2 years later, we're still here. So that's very exciting. Otherwise, you can find me on Exquisite Corpse Presents, where I'm running a bunch of really weird, really gay games of D&D. They're fun. They're dramatic. Yep. Kiki saved me again.
I'm Kiki, aka Captain Save a Ho. And I've had a great time this season living out my vampire fantasy. Hopefully one day there will be more instances in movies and television of vampires like me. You know who could have hands in that? My writer friend, Jeff.
I think it's time that we bring this farce to an end. I'm not Jeff Thompson. I'm Moses. Jeff Thompson, would you like to end the charade forever?
You're right. It's time we end this. I guess I'm Jeff. You could catch me on IMDb. I am a professional. You can catch my cat Cisco hanging behind me in the background. That's a fake cat over at Moses' house. Catch me on Twitter. One Black Jeff. And catch me in tax season. I be sliding into your IRS W-2s. You know who doesn't do his taxes? Moses.
I'm just going to send it back to Jordan. I'm doing marijuana smoking.
May you all have a great evening and do your marijuana smoking if you so choose to. Good night. We'll see you back in February.